Welcome to the home of WWE News Rumors and Gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
Viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are back on the exhilarating, the breathtaking, the unapologetic Seanzviewent as we bring you into the latest, the hottest, the greatest, the most in-depth, detailed, the most descriptive WWE right here on this very channel. You're going to get it now, you're going to get it here, and you're going to get it around the damn clock. That is why it's so important. I want you all to set a reminder on your cell phone, your laptop, your desktop, your TV. I want you to set a reminder on your watch right now to watch SVE TV, the only view, because remember, your view is the only view that matters on YouTube.com. Now, let's get into the news, the rumors, the headlines, the speculation, and the gossip. Doctor reveals how Hulk Hogan's death collapsed after his second neck surgery. While speaking on the YouTube channel, Bubba Love Sponge and Hulk Hogan went back for a follow-up surgery because there were issues with his first operation. He believed Hogan might have pushed himself too hard after the first surgery, which made things worse. And at a certain point, the doctors may have realized that they couldn't fix the new damage. Now, it was recalled on June the 18th. He already knew that Hogan had overdone it and hurt himself 5 weeks earlier. And according to him, Hogan broke something and it led to a serious situation. Sources confirmed his concerns, and even though they wanted him not to share too much because it was alarming people. The day Hogan returned to the hospital, he had broken something in his neck from doing too much. His condition became severe enough to affect his breathing, and doctors were worried that they might lose him. Although surgery helped a little, he ended up needing a ventilator and other machines to support him. But you're right. There was a story, remember, that Hogan went back in for a touch-up surgery. Yeah, it was because of a complication from his first operation. And I think that touch-up happened because he did too much afterward. And maybe he ended up doing exactly one of the things you could go wrong. And at that point, there is no more touch-up. You probably reach a moment where the doctor says, well, we can't fix what just got messed up. This is what I said on June 18th. And then, 5 weeks after overdoing it, he broke something, and now he's in this state. I don't have to prove anything anymore because I was right, dead on. And even when it was this serious, my sources were telling me, hey, you might want to dial it back a little bit because you're scaring people. But I said, what's the truth? And they told me, you're right about what you're saying, but it's freaking people out. The first day that he checked himself back into the hospital, it became apparent because Hulk Hogan overdid it and broke something in his neck. It got so bad that it affected his breathing. They actually thought that they were going to lose him. The surgeon did something that helped a little, but then came the ventilator. Then came all kinds of scary moments and scary machines. And I know you've told me before as a doctor, when they bring out the vent, that's not a good sign. They explained that Hulk Hogan had a spinal fusion. In this type of surgery, doctors remove a disc and insert a bone graft, holding the spine together with metal screws and plates. These materials are strong but not unbreakable, and if someone puts too much pressure on them too soon, they can break, making the spine unstable. Absolutely, when they bring out the vent, it's a bad sign. What likely happened is a typical spinal fusion. Now, this example would be more for the lumbar spine, but the process is similar to the neck. They place screws through each vertebrae, and then those screws are connected with a cage or bracket. He had some kind of hardware holding his bones together after the fusion. These things, screws and plates, are made of titanium, stainless steel, or cobalt. They're strong but not unbreakable, and if they break, the whole structure becomes unstable. When they remove the disc during fusion, the cervical spine is temporarily destabilized. A bone graft fills the gap, but it takes time to heal, and until then, the screws hold everything together. The x-ray shows that the metal plate, which is closest to the machine, the likely complication is that one of those screws broke, which made the neck unstable. The cervical spine includes C1 through C8, and if you fuse those four together, you're probably at least reaching C5. In medical school, we were taught C3, 4, 5 keep you alive, but those control your breathing. Dr. Dan also said that if the screws broke or the fusion failed, it could cause bleeding or nerve damage. That might have led to oxygen levels in his blood, building of carbon dioxide, and possibly cardiac arrest. He even added that the damage to his esophagus during surgery could have caused even more complications. In the end, the doctor believed that Hulk Hogan's condition worsened because he pushed his body too hard, too soon, leading to a chain of reaction of health issues. While the public knew about his struggles with COPD and kidney problems, it was explained that the complications from a second surgery made his health worse and ultimately led to his passing. Unfortunately, many feel that this could have been prevented but it's far too late now as we have lost the greatest professional wrestling character of all time, the immortal Hulk Hogan. Triple H defends the WWE Unreal doc on Netflix. There's a lot of people that like it, for it, against it. There's a lot of backlash, a lot of criticisms. Well, here is the latest as it concerns WWE Unreal. And what did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you like the way it was going? Did you like the pacing? Did you like the story? Did you like what it told? Did you like what WWE Untold on Netflix showed? Unreal docuseries. We can't be afraid of criticism, says the Game. Triple H. That is his stance on WWE Unreal. Top talent are set for the July 30th AEW Dynamite return. Alexa Bliss addresses the possibility of joining the Wyatt Six. Do you want to see that happen? Would it make storyline sense? Would it be a good creative direction for Alexa Bliss? Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your emotions. Triple H explains why WWE turned SummerSlam into a two-night event. Now, are you for this or are you against this? Is this a plus or is this a negative? Is this thumbs up or is this thumbs down? Are you excited for the first ever two-night SummerSlam event, or do you think it is overkill? Or do you feel as if WrestleMania should only be a two-night extravaganza? And with that, should Survivor Series and Royal Rumble go to a two-night event? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on each and every one of those news items. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, speaking about a massive news item. The world of pro wrestling was shaken to its core last week with the larger-than-life tragic passing of one of the biggest icons, the immortal Hulk Hogan. The larger-than-life superstar, known for his patriotism and strong ties to the red, white, and blue, left a lasting impact on the industry and his fans in the USA. Because we all know Hulk Hogan was about the USA. He always had that flag with him during the Hulkamania era. Well, not always, but a lot of the time. As the wrestling community mourns the loss of this legend, there are now rumors swirling that WWE may be playing a tribute to honor Hulk Hogan by bringing, this would be the ultimate tribute to Hulk Hogan, by bringing Raw back to its original home, the USA Network. For those who may not know, Raw is WWE's flagship program and has been a staple in the industry since its debut in 1993. For over 2 decades, the show has been broadcasted on the USA Network, drawing millions of viewers each week. However, in 2019, the WWE made the bold move to move Raw to Fox, and then it was airing on the channel ever since. However, then it moved to Netflix. Monday Night Raw made the major move to Netflix, but excuse me, that wasn't Raw, that was SmackDown. I stand corrected. But with the recent passing of Hulk Hogan, many fans and industry insiders believe that it is only fitting for Raw to return to its roots on the USA Network. Now, whether this is full-time, part-time, or just for something memorable for the iconic Hulk Hogan, we don't know. After all, Hulk Hogan was not only a beloved wrestler, but also a symbol of American pride, American pie, and patriotism. His iconic red and yellow colors, along with his catchy theme song, Real American, are synonymous with the USA and everything that it stands for. Additionally, Hogan has a long history with the USA Network. It was also where he first rose to fame and became a household name. Hulk Hogan appeared on one of the first Raws on the USA Network back in the 90s. The network is also where he had some of his most memorable matches and moments, including his historic victory, many victories Hulk Hogan has had. With Hogan passing, it only seems fitting that the WWE would want to pay tribute by bringing Raw back to the USA Network home. Not only would it be a fitting way to honor the wrestling legend, but it would also bring back a sense of nostalgia for long fans who have been following the show since its inception. But aside from the sentimental value, there are also practical reasons why this move would make sense for WWE. The USA Network is part of the same parent company of Fox, NBC, Universal, and it would not be a significant logistical challenge to move the show back to its original home. Plus, with Hulk Hogan's passing, it is expected that the viewership for Raw would increase, and a return to the USA Network could also benefit. AAA is open to WWE mitigated partnership. Well, that's huge. That's coming in right now. AAA and the WWE partnering up. Although there has been no confirmation, again, this is only rumor and buzz, the rumors of Raw returning to the USA Network have caused quite a buzz in the wrestling community. Fans are eagerly anticipating an announcement or tribute to Hogan in the coming weeks, and a return to the USA Network, since it symbolizes the red, white, and blue in the American flag, and Hulk Hogan bled the red, white, and blue because he was true to his country, would undoubtedly be a fitting tribute to the wrestling icon, and ultimately the big surprise that WWE Raw fans would ultimately want. In conclusion, the passing of Hulk Hogan has left a huge void in the wrestling world, a major scar that will never be erased, a scar that will haunt us for the rest of our lives. PTSD, right? Can never be filled, but by potentially bringing Raw back to the USA Network, WWE would not only be honoring one of its biggest stars, but also giving fans a chance to relive some of the most iconic moments in wrestling history. Whatever the decision WWE makes, one thing is for sure. The legacy of Hulk Hogan will continue to live on in the hearts and the memories of wrestling fans all around the damn world. And that is the bottom line, if there ever was a bottom line. And boy, it would be historic, guys. It would absolutely be historic. With Vince McMahon having a car crash, Vince McMahon in an automobile accident yesterday. As we all know, Vince McMahon got cited for reckless driving. Well, now other stories are coming out. And again, this was the recent accident that just happened yesterday with Vince McMahon, where Vince McMahon was in a almost tragic car accident. It could have been bad. There could have been death. There could have been casualties. Make no mistake about it. But now stories are coming out about how Vince McMahon once sped off from a cop in a classic Vince McMahon fashion, and how Vince McMahon always travels at high speeds, fast speeds. I don't know why Vince McMahon, maybe he gets off on the adrenaline, maybe he gets off on the hype, maybe he gets off on the fastness of it. I don't know. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, CM Punk says that comparing his pipe bomb to the Click's curtain call is drastically different. Do you believe that? The Click call, the Click curtain call, and the pipe bomb from CM Punk. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Also, we are receiving word right now that lunatic Vince McMahon once drove 100 miles per hour in a storm with Jim Cornette clutching the seat. Again, yet another story coming out about Vince McMahon going 100 miles per hour. Fans, several fans paid tribute to the late great Hulk Hogan at an Orlando beach shop after his untimely passing. WWE producers were kept in the dark about John Cena turning heel. Just like we were all in the dark. We didn't anticipate it. We didn't expect it. It was one of the most shocking moments of the year with John Cena turning heel. But now there's rumors and speculations that John Cena is expected to turn into a babyface before the end of his WWE career. It might happen this Sunday or Saturday, this weekend at the two-night extravaganza, SummerSlam. Why AEW's Women's Tag Team title rollout has been delayed. It's been because due to injury. WWE wrestlers who never watched their own shows are finally watching Netflix's WWE Unreal. Did you watch WWE Unreal? Royal Rumble scene in Netflix WWE Unreal was influenced by WWE productions. Donald Trump explains why Hulk Hogan was the real deal after his passing. That can be revealed and found online. WWE stars say that Netflix's Unreals let them speak freely without scripted restrictions. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, we are now receiving word right now at this time that WWE's Unreal Netflix series is being blasted for exposing wrestling's secrets. I think the secret is already out there, and it's been out there. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on each and every one of those items. Because here on Seanzviewent, we floor you in with the greatest, the hottest, the latest, the newest. This is why we do multiple videos a day. This is why we do it around the clock. Remember to check out Seanzviewent. Make it a part of your day multiple times a day in every single way that you can. Subscribe.